Today we have been busy. I have been busy taking care of all these sick children, and my hubby has been busy with my dad working on the home renovations, and they got a lot done. They got all the flooring laid in the other bedroom. So I went ahead and made a quick meal for dinner because I knew Jolene was not going to let me put her down long with her not feeling well. I know you don't like this part. Jolene, you ready to go take a bath, Mama? Yeah. Hi. Okay, let's go. You looking at your birdies? You like those birdies, don't you? You want to go take a bath, Mama? Go take a bath? Yeah, see, it's no fun, is it? My poor sweetie. No, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna take a nice bath, Mama. Yes, we are. I know. Poor baby. Hi, Mamas. Hi. Is that bath helping you feel better? You like that? Yeah. Yeah. Is that nice? Come on, buddy. Come on. Look at Mommy. Let me see you. Oh, you don't look too good. You got a bad cough? Nice and dry. We got some baby rub here.
Good night. Good night, Nanny. Mom, look at Mommy.
Hi, look at my other little sick baby over there. I got all my sick babies, you poor things.
Don't fix it. Okay, I need it.
Little Vicks on the feet. Yeah, does that tickle? Mm-hmm.
Mommy.
Look at you, sweet girl. Yeah. A goo. Okay, we have one down. And we got one more to go. Yeah. Now we gotta go get brother dressed. So serious.
Hey, Mommy, you wanna get
So
dressed?
serious.
I wanna go read. I wanna read.
Now you.
I wanna read.
Yeah. Mama, I feel better. That was so nice. You feel so much better already, don't you? Yeah. Oh, good girl. Sweet girl.
Mommy.
Sweet girl. Hey, sweetie. Sweet girl.
Mommy up.
Hi, Mama. Aw, it's like poor Jojo, honey. It's gonna be okay, Mama.
Look. Put the pot.
Buddy, put your socks back on.
Okay.
Put them back on. Come on. There's little Nia's. Poor baby. Poor baby. Little sicky poo. Say hi. Spider-Man. Then we got little Jolene. She looks miserable. And they just did a chest x-ray on her, and they're gonna do some swabs with Nia's. They said it's pretty much a viral thing, and for him to just ride it out, that he should be better within a few days. But since her age and her being younger, they're just gonna take extra precautions and do the swabs. They already did the x-ray, so we will see. Yeah, it is definitely scary when they're so little. My big boy, he was over here fixing up the bed. All right. Hey guys, so Daddy just took Layla to dance class. I usually take her, but he offered to so I could stay home with Jolene because she is really sick. Poor baby. Took her to the hospital, and she does have RSV and the flu. She tested positive for both of them, so now I'm at home with her. We were at the emergency walk-in clinic for like an hour and a half, but now we're back home. They also did a chest x-ray on her, which they said looked clear, so thank God for that. But I do have to follow up with her pediatrician within a day or two, and then they said, of course, if anything gets worse, like her breathing or anything like that, or I'm concerned at all, just to bring her right back. So that is the plan. I feel so bad for Jolene. She just looks so pitiful. My poor baby. See, I am about to give her another nice hot bath. I'm gonna give her a nice warm bath with some Vicks bath vapor wash. It's the Johnson one. That one I just think works really well. helps open up their airways and everything like that. And then I'm going to also give her some more Vicks and everything and some fresh jammies. You know, get her comfortable, feed her again, and hopefully she will go down for a couple hours for the night. We will see. I just feel so bad for them when they're like this. They just look so helpless, and they pretty much are helpless, you know, like they need help with everything from blowing their nose, you know, to just everything. So I'm going to give her a little bit of Tylenol. I did that earlier when I gave her the bath. I gave her 2.5 mLs of Tylenol, and that seemed to really help her. She took a nice couple hours sleep, and she just looked so peaceful. So yeah, I feel bad for my little baby, but it is what it is. We've had a long day, a long few days, but we are getting through it. And yeah, I'm gonna get off here now because I am gonna go take care of her, but I just wanted to update everyone on how she is doing. And yeah, we'll get better. My poor baby. All right. Thank you guys. Please keep Jolene in your prayers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. I know. You're not to like me. Time was it? It's 12:59. Poor baby. Hey guys, it's like midnight and little Jolene, she woke up crying and gagging because of all of her congestion, and she did just throw up, and I finally got her back to sleep, and it is about 12:30 now, so I'm just going to keep a close eye on her and watch her overnight and see how she does. But she just fell asleep. There's the queen. I'll keep you posted. Hi, Mama. How are you doing? How you doing this morning?
Want your little bunny with you?
Oh, my little sweetie. Jolene. It's so bad. You ready? You want to take a bath? Gonna give you a nice bath and some medicine. And there's no fun. We're gonna give you a nice bath, and we're gonna give you some ibuprofen, and we're gonna suck some more boogers out. I know, Mama. I know. Poor baby. Where's that pretty smile? Oh, honey bumpkins. Mama's right here, okay? Yeah, it's gonna be okay. So we are back at the hospital. Poor baby. It's a really weird sounding breathing. It's like a clicking sound. She's like wheezing. This is very scary. So I'm waiting for the doctor. Okay, so they are going to have her admitted into a hospital, and they're going to put her on IV fluids and do a chest x-ray because she is struggling so much and she's so tired and she isn't eating and she has the flu and RSV. So we are going to go do that. But yeah, if you can listen to her, she just sounds horrible. So we got to get this thing moving. No, guys, she had to get a little IV put in her head because they couldn't get it in the arms, and now this little tube is blowing oxygen out at her. Poor baby. I'm just gonna try to calm her down. Sweet girl. It's gonna be okay, little mama. You're gonna be just fine, I know it.
That's got anything in it that's useful. This was already Are you wearing an N95 mask or? I'll change out my mask before I change. There, we might have had. Alright, I will grab it. I got one here.
My sweet baby.
Well, I didn't plug in when we got here either on the hallways.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Don't stop. I know, right? Poor baby. She's like, I wish it was under different circumstances. Hey, but at least they have this. It's crazy. Okay.
And she's coughing, so the ventilator's gonna keep alarming just for a little bit.
Okay.
I'll make it stop.
Aww.
Okay, my dear, she's out again. Feisty.
The horn.
Having fun.
Can I take a picture of her?
Yeah, so you're strapped in.
Okay.
She should settle out here in a second as soon as we get her. I'll drop it.
Yeah, it didn't feel very slow.
That's why I shut up.
Jolene Jovic.
And with that too, because we
Okay.
don't want to lose that.
How's her oxygen level?
She's doing good. She's at 9.
Her lips are so puffy.
Oh, honey. All this stuff. Soap can bring her hopes. Really miss her. So but now I'm gonna go to bed and just hope for a better day for tomorrow. We'll see. Okay. Good night. Her little feet look a lot better. I know, right? Should get it on video, her little eyes open.
I got other
She's
stuff
trying
this time.
to. Hi, baby. Where's my girl? Oh, sweet girl, I see you. Yeah, just relax. Show me this.
I know I held her earlier. She was like,
Finally out of bed. Her eyes open.
Oh my goodness. Hi, baby.
I'm gonna grab a pillow under your arm. I'll be right. Wait, ready?
I'm recording.
Oh, okay. Aw. Hi, Joe. Oh, your eyes are so open. That's good. It's her little machines. Okay, one day this will be a long, distant memory and she won't remember any of it. See, tomorrow you have to meet with speech, right? So they can see how you're eating. And they're going to take the tube out and the oxygen off and see how you do. Yeah, and we're just going to see how everything goes, aren't we? Yeah, Mama. And right now she's really enjoying sitting up. My little sweetie, poor baby. I just feel so bad for her. But she's going to make it, and this will be a distant memory very soon. I know. Look at little Miss Jolene. Say hi, everybody. She is breathing room air right now and doing good. She had the oxygen taken off a little bit ago. Say hi to everybody. Yeah, and now we're just waiting for them to come in to take out her feeding tube and try to feed her. Yeah, let's see how you do. She looks so good. Now, your daddy wants us to head back home and come back for you because we have to get the house ready and cleaned up and get your room ready, okay? And you gotta work on eating and getting that food down. So, we are gonna have to leave you for like a day or two, hopefully no longer. We'll see. We definitely don't get to bring you home for Thanksgiving, which is okay. As long as we know we get to bring you home, that's what matters. But it looks like more like Friday. Right, Jolene? So we have to go home and get everything ready for you. And then we'll be back to get you. Yeah. There. Jolene. Love you. Bye, Mama. Love you. Hey, where's my smile? Let me see your pretty smile. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's a good smile. I love it. Hi, Jolene. Are we going home? Yeah. Look at you. We got Papa driving us. Say hi. Look at how good you look. I want to be super careful. We'll keep you on lockdown, little one. And say hi to everybody. Aw, you look so big, Jolene. Did you grow? My little moose? Huh? My little moose? Yeah. Yeah. Gotta get you some footies on. Some little footies on your tooties. Oh. Good morning, Jolene. Hi. Hi, sweet girl. How you doing? Good morning. Where's my pretty smile? Good morning. Hi. Oh yeah, get them stretches in. Get them big stretches. Yeah. Hey guys, we are officially home. We've been home a few days now. Jolene is doing much better, aren't you, sweetheart? This has been a crazy month. RSV, from what I'm understanding, is running rampant throughout the country and the world, and I right now feel for any family going through this, because this was so hard on not only Jolene but the rest of us, because we were so worried about her. And it's really hard to tend to your normal life when your child is fighting for their life in the hospital. We pretty much stayed with her as much as we could. Yeah, honey.
Why are you watching TV?
I'm making a video with Jolene. We've stayed with Jolene at the hospital as much as we could throughout all of this. The last few days, however, we did have to come home because we had to get our house cleaned up, because it's under renovation, and we wanted to get all the dust and everything cleaned up as best as we could before we brought her home. We didn't want to bring her home into an environment that would not be good for her lungs, especially after everything she had just went through. It was so hard to leave her. We left her on the day before Thanksgiving because we thought she was going to be home by that Friday, but she didn't get to come home that Friday. She had to stay all the way until that Monday, and it was just hard because I couldn't be here with her for those few days. One of our cars was in the shop, and it was just so sad. So when I got the call that I could pick her up Monday, I was so excited. And yes, I'm just so happy to have her home. It's been a few days. We got her home on Monday. Today is a Thursday. She has been doing really good. She's doing amazing. So I just want to talk about some things like what is RSV. RSV is a respiratory virus. It causes infections of the respiratory tract. It's spread through contact with droplets from the throat and nose, such as when you cough or sneeze. It also can live on surfaces for a few hours. It mainly affects infants and older adults the worst. symptoms are runny nose, decreased appetite, coughing, wheezing, fever, sneezing. Jolene had like every single symptom. First started off like cold symptoms, which I had a cold on Halloween, right? And then my older daughter and my son got the cold, and I just thought we all had a cold. We were trying to keep minimal contact with Jolene, but we all live in the same house. She's a cute baby. We're all family. Like, it's hard to keep away from her. I'm breastfeeding her and everything. So we were trying not to let her get sick, but she still got sick. And I'm thinking that we probably had the RSV and didn't know it. And that's how she got it. That's the only thing I can think of that makes sense in my mind, you know, but who will ever truly know? Because we were all never tested for RSV. But anyways, I had taken her to the hospital as soon as I noticed like her symptoms were getting kind of like a little concerning. And I took her to the hospital. They did chest x-ray, swabbed her. She came back positive for RSV and influenza B. So she's watching TV right now. So anyways, after they swabbed her, they did a chest x-ray and it looked pretty clear. So they sent me home with her, told me to follow up with a pediatrician. I did. They said if anything got worse though, to bring her back. I tried to follow up with the pediatrician the next day, but they didn't have any appointments available. So they said I was gonna have to wait till the following day, which was a Wednesday. So the Tuesday, I took her to the ER on a Monday. So that next Tuesday, I had made the appointment for Wednesday, but she sounded worse in the meantime. So I rushed her straight back to the hospital where they decided that she needed to be admitted because it was weird. All the same nurses that were working the night before when I was there were there that day, and they saw how much worse she was. Like overnight, she just got way worse. Her head was bobbing and her chest was moving in and out really fast, and she was making like a clicking noise with her breathing. And it just did not. I have 4 kids and I've never heard breathing like that. It was terrifying. So we got her there, and the place I took her to, I didn't know was a freestanding ER. So long story short, we had to transfer her via ambulance to another hospital a few miles away. There she was admitted, and they tried to put her on like a high flow oxygen. They gave her about 45 minutes on that, and then they did a blood gas, which showed her CO2 levels were increased. And the doctor came in and said that's concerning because high levels of CO2 in the blood can cause brain damage. And she said Jolene needed to be out of there ASAP to a better hospital that could tend to her more like a pediatric ICU. So she got on the phone and she said all these hospitals are so full right now that we are going to get her in whoever answers the call first. So like whoever has a bed first. So she's like, it could be Indianapolis, it could be Chicago, we don't know. Fort Wayne, which is 2 hours from where we live, was the first place I could get her in. So the doctor came in and said, hey, they're sending a helicopter here to pick her up, and they will be here in an hour. And that's kind of where it all started. They said, we are going to get her intubated and everything. And they had me step out. I went to another room. It was terrifying. They got her intubated, and then they called me back in. And then shortly after, the paramedics arrived via helicopter, and they airlifted her to Fort Wayne Children's Hospital, where she stayed for about 3 weeks in a pediatric intensive care unit. And it was the scariest 3 weeks of my life for everybody, and including Jolene. And I just am so happy that she is a fighter and that she made it through this, because I don't know if I would be sitting here right now even making this video, God forbid if something ever happened to her. The only reason I started recording anything with her being sick was because I started like this mommy blog on YouTube, and I was just gonna, make a little video of taking care of an infant. Hey, don't do that, buddy, while they're sick, and I didn't know it was gonna spiral into this. So I just so happened to have been recording little bits of footage from the beginning of her getting sick. And I'm glad I did that, because I'm hoping that maybe my experience can help somebody out there, because there are a lot of people out there that are so uninformed and do not understand the severity of RSV. Like right now, my house is on lockdown. Like we have not left this house. we are trying to play it as safe as possible because I could not imagine her getting sick back to back after going through what she just went through. The poor thing was intubated for almost 2 weeks. They had to put her on medications that we don't want them on, but she had to go on. They had to put her on fentanyl, Versed, which is like a sedative. She was working against the vent machine, so they had to put her on a paralytic medication because pretty much the vent was trying to do the work for her, but she's such a little fighter, she was trying to work like against the vent, so they had to give her a paralytic just to keep her calm. But yeah, and the nurses and everything were great. I can't say enough about the hospital staff. Every single person there was amazing and took such good care of Jolene. There were 4 different doctors between the respiratory, the nurses, the doctors, the dietitians, just everybody, to the people who came in and cleaned the rooms. It was an amazing staff, and couldn't have done this without them. And I'm just so happy that we got her back to healthiness. And my prayers really do go out right now to anybody going through this, because it is so hard. And it's just the thought of thinking that we could have been so close to losing her, if we hadn't had her in a hospital, because I don't think she would be here today. And I'm not trying to scare anybody, but it is a terrifying thing to go through. Just makes you want to hold your babies a little more tight, because you just don't know. And just don't take chances. If somebody's sick, or they're sick, or their kids are sick, it's just not worth the risk. Wait it out. You don't need to be around people or visit people that bad to risk your child getting sick. I don't know where I picked the sickness up. I waitressed a few days before, so my guess is I probably picked it up at work or something, and then I got sick, and I'm thinking that I just trickled down to each kid. And another thing is with Jolene, I mainly breastfed her at home, right? So, yeah. And I mainly breastfed her at home. You can hear her cry is still quiet because the vent, the tube that they put down her throat messes with the vocal cords, so her cry and stuff is not back to normal yet. It will get there. So I just keep her extra close to me so I can keep an eye on her, because if she does start crying, poor thing can't cry out loud too much. So if she was in another room, I couldn't really hear her that well. So I'm just keeping her extra close to me. Right now she is doing breast milk and formula because she was staying in the hospital and we had to leave to get the house ready. My milk supply was just dropping more and more every day. I think just with the stress and not being able to actually feed her, like how we were on the breast, it caused my milk to greatly drop. And even though they were saying, you need to pump every so many hours, I was still pumping like 3 to 4 times a day, not as much as I should have, but I was just trying to be with her as much as I could. And honestly, pumping wasn't the first thing on my mind. Jolene was the first thing on my mind, and no matter what, I knew she was going to get, the nutrition she needed, because I had frozen milk. I gave them all the frozen milk I had. I was still pumping and giving them that milk. I just wasn't getting that much. I was getting like an ounce aside each time, if that. So it's like I was maybe being able to give them like 8 ounces a day. And, they're running about 30 mLs an hour through her feeding tube, which is like an ounce. So you could see how that would be hard to keep up with, right? Like 8 ounces is going through their tube in 8 hours. And I'm only getting that much like in a day. So they were giving her formula as well. They were giving her all the breast milk, of course, first and foremost. And then when they didn't have enough breast milk, they were giving her a Gerber Gentle Good Start, which I had been supplementing with that anyways because she was having weight gain issues. So it was something she was already used to. I wasn't worried about it affecting her little belly or anything. Like, I knew she was used to both, so. But the thing is once she got extubated, where they took the tube out, they left the feeding tube in her nose because they had to have speech come and evaluate her and see how she would eat. Well, she was only taking like sometimes a half ounce, sometimes an ounce, sometimes 2 ounces. And they wanted her to take 3 to 4 ounces every 3 to 4 hours. She didn't even really eat that much before she was sick. So this is where we came into a roadblock. We were hoping to get her home, like, okay, she's got extubated, she's doing good on room air, like, oh my gosh, we're almost there, you know. This was a few days before Thanksgiving. We thought we're for sure going to have her home for Thanksgiving. Nope, that didn't happen. We thought, okay, well, the day after Thanksgiving. At this point, we don't even care about Thanksgiving. We just want her home. But the day after it didn't happen. So I was just calling every couple hours, getting the status while we were trying to get this house cleaned up and ready for her. And I would just call every time she had a feeding and check on her, see how she was doing. And it was as if she was not going anywhere. Every time I called, they were like, oh, yeah, she only took about 1.5 ounces. We had to put the rest through the tube. And see, they won't take the tube out till she's taking the amount they want her to have, because otherwise that would result in them having to put a tube back in her, do more x-rays, and just do things to her that they don't want to put her through. And she's already been through so much. Bless you. Bless you. Oh, God bless you. So, anyways, so poor Jolene finally started picking up and drinking more over the few days, which we knew a combination of her being on the medications, and it's just going to take time, you know. We're anxious to get her home as much as I'm sure she's anxious to be home with us. But, you know, it doesn't happen overnight. It took a good almost week from being extubated for her to come to and drink the amount they wanted her to before they would take the tube out. And I got to the point where I was just getting anxious. I talked to the doctor on the phone. He said, how are you? I said, I'm telling you the truth. I'm anxious. I want my baby home. I just want her home, you know. This is hard. I'm 2 hours away from her now. So anyways, the doctor, I told him, maybe we need to transfer her to a hospital closer. Maybe you can send her home with the tube, and I can give her the food through the tube. Like, you know, I know people that have to do that. So the plan is if she wasn't off the feeding tube, then we would be able to bring her home, and they would set us up with a pump and all the stuff necessary to have to do the feedings at home with the bottle and then the tube. So, long story short, the tube ended up miraculously being able to come out on Monday, and she was able to be discharged. They were probably tired of me calling them nonstop, I'm sure. But, you know, it's the only way I could check on my baby. I couldn't be there physically to hold her for a few days. It was really hard. But yeah, so now she's on this special Dr. Brown's bottle that the hospital gave me. I need to get more of these. They said that this will be the best bottle for her, and it has a transitional nipple, and that's the nipple they tested out. I guess there's tons of different nipples for these Dr. Brown's bottles, and they're like the most trusted by hospitals. They say all the other brands say slow flow, but they're not really slow flow. They also said when you're feeding her to kind of have her more on her side, which in all my years of having kids, I am not gonna lie, this is embarrassing, I fed them like this, with them up, right? No, the woman from dietary said you want them kind of on their side like this, because then, which makes sense, the food can fall out the side of their mouth. If they're less likely to choke on it. And I'm like, wow, all these kids in, and I'm still learning something new. So I thought, you know, I definitely need to share that. But yeah, like I said, Jolene is a fighter, and she's home, and she is healthy now. And I got my Christmas miracle. Love her so much, and so do her siblings. We're all happy to be home and trying to get back to normal life. You don't realize how much you take your normal life for granted till it's not so normal anymore. We were lucky enough to stay at this place called the Ronald, well, it's not called, it was called the Hope House. It's similar to a Ronald McDonald. It was completely free. They just ask you make a $10 donation if you're able to per night to stay there, but otherwise it's free. They don't turn anyone away for inability to pay. It's like really super nice, clean. There's always staff there. Big kitchen, pantry full of food for everyone to use. It was a playroom, a little living room area, laundry room, fully stocked, dishes, detergent, anything you could need, they had it. And I will forever be thankful to that Hope House because we were able to stay there and walk to our daughter's room anytime we wanted to see her. Like, we could literally walk straight up to the pediatric ICU, see Jolene, walk right back to our room. It was like a 5-minute walk from the room to her room. And I cannot express enough gratitude for the Hope House. If I'm able to, which I hope to soon, I would like to do something for them, whether it's raise money or donate money to them, because they just were a godsend. And the other families I met there, I hope they're all doing well. Met so many great people there. Everybody had a different story. You know, we're all there for someone that we are trying to be there for, like sick in the hospital. And I don't know, it was just so nice to have other people to talk to as well that are going through similar situations. But yeah, the Hope House, oh my gosh, like Hope House, Ronald McDonald's House, those are two organizations that now I will always donate to if I'm able to, because like I said, they have immensely helped my family and I through this time, and helped us so we could be with Jolene and stay with her, because if we had to stay in a hotel, I don't think we would have been able to afford it. And also, we were able to provide our own food and cook our own food there, which saved us a ton of money, because as everybody knows, that is so expensive to eat out. We ate out like the first 2 days and we're like, this is crazy. Like, how can we cannot keep on like this. And so we started using the kitchen and just cooking our meals there, and we saved so much money. We didn't have to, start the car up and drive to the hospital every day. We were right there. Like I said, the only reason we came home towards the end was to get the house ready for Jolene and everything like that. But look at her. She is looking so good. I'm happy to have her home. She's a tiny little peanut. She's 9 pounds, 9 ounces and 4 months old. But, she was born small. She was 5 pounds, 13 ounces at the beginning. And she was on oxygen for a few days when she was born. So, she, yes, had a rough little start. And then she had another little hiccup in the road. But guess what? We're going to power through it. And we're going to make it. Right, Joe? Yeah. But anyways, I just want you guys to know that there is hope. RSV is a very scary thing. It's something not to take lightly. And you just really want to keep an eye on them. If they're breathing or anything seems odd, do not hesitate to take them to the ER. I'm telling you right now, it's what saved Jolene's life. And I'm so glad I did it. And yeah, I don't know. If you guys have any questions or anything, please comment them. I've tried to leave as much information as I can about everything. I just really hope if this helps even one person out there, I will be happy with that. But yeah, with that being said, you guys all take care, and we will talk to you later. And hopefully our next videos are more happy videos of us doing happy things. All right, bye you guys, take care. God bless you.